Why do I feel like I'm too high up? Let me see if I can adjust this just a little bit. Okay. Is that better or no? I'm having a really bad hair day. Just a little FYI. I didn't know what to do with it, so I was like, you know what? Down it is. Let me know though. Let me know. I feel like I look crazy. It's fine. I don't care. Not my phone not charged. I'm trying to get my shit together. Happy Thursday. Period. Guess who ran here? As you should. As you should. Me. Bro, I've had this ice. What time is it? This ice has been in here since 12 p.m. bish. 12 p.m. It is now 6. It's been, what, 6 hours? And there's still ice in this hoe. Love it. Let me show y'all what I bought real quick. Because it's not my proudest moment. When have I ever had, like, a proudest moment? Just ordered some tacos. Mood. Julia being punctual as fuck. I was trying. One thing about me, I'm a try. You feel me? Do you have a code with Glamour Accessories? I want to buy everything. Bestie, to be honest, I don't know. I used to have a code. I think it was Julia15 or Bestie. Let me ask them. Low key, huh? Let me ask. As if I got it like that. Like they're really gonna fucking, Bestie, my toddler threw up on me at Walgreens going home. Oh, I'm sorry, Bestie. Are they okay? Because usually throwing up means they going through something. You know what I mean? Like, there's a bug going around for sure. Especially with the baby kids this time of year, like the climate, like everything, the weather change. Let me ask them. Hey, Bestie, do I have a discount code? Discount code LOL. I ain't trying to lie to y'all, you feel me? Okay. She'll be like, bitch, no, you don't. Anyone else doing the Dr. Valencia diet? I'm on day 2 of starvation. Stop it. I want the lie. I'm done. I ain't trying to lie to these, besties. So thank you, Hungo, for coming to his graduation party. Yo, what? Yo hasta le saqué un chile. Mood, literally. Glamour Accessories watching. I sent you a DM on Instagram. I've been seeing you. I'm looking for you especially, Bestie. Remind me. Okay. I hate myself. Let me go look for you real quick, Bestie, so I know that I got you. Because remember last time? I don't see you. I don't see you, Bestie. You said it on TikTok or Instagram? Let me see. Let me find. I gotta go into the trenches, into like the deep. Oh, here we go. I found you. Connie's calling. What did Connie say? Happy first of the month. Happy Pride Month. Watching the ads. Connie, where you at? What'd you say, Connie? I'm here. Okay. Bessie, did you hear about? Oh, I was forgetting about me. I found it. Be right back, running HG for some snacks. Now me having my snack right now, pinches on the water. As you should. Hey, no, because Bestie, are the confessions for today just Wildin Out? No, they could be any confession or Wildin Out. But let me tell you something, besties. Let me tell you something, because summer crept up on you bitches, huh? You bitches who were trying to lose weight, summer crept up. Not me though. Y'all stay safe. I'm safe, you feel me? Because I ain't trying to lose weight right now. But summer caught up to y'all. Y'all was out here thoughting and plotting, but y'all forgot about hot girl summer. So get to it. I'm safe. No, because Huckle was mad as hell. I'm fat anyways. No, Huckle was mad as hell because he's like, nah, he's like, the fucking gym is packed. Bestie, I feel attacked. Yeah, because y'all thought. I thought no. He's been mad. So like he's been mad because he's like all the fucking machines are taken. He's like everybody's up in there. He's like I ain't seen these bitches in like I don't know how long. I'm like bro, next year, yeah, next year's your year, bestie. Manifesting, sprinkle, sprinkle. All right, let's get into some of the confession. Oh wait, I was gonna show y'all. Hold on, I have my confession ready to go. Let me Dr. Valencia came up out of nowhere. I'm safe. That's why I ended up pregnant. Ah, me sending my man to give me a bionico. Oh my god, the bionico the other day was so good. All right, let me show y'all what I got today. And I should I have bought this? I should not have, but I am irresponsible with my money, so why not? You feel me? Did I need this? No, it's pink though, and it looks beautiful in the sun, so I got it. It is what it is. Also, I'm sure Jacobo, if you're watching this, no, you're not, cause he be watching my shit. If you're watching this, no, you're not. That didn't happen. That was a gift from a bestie. And like, okay, hear me out. Hear me out real quick. Thank you. Hear me out. I have been wanting this cup for the longest, but like I was debating because it's $30, right? So I was like, I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. But it's insulated. And then like this green, I was obsessed with this green for a minute, not even gonna lie. And so I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just get it. Like it was an impulse buy, not even gonna lie. I got this cup. It's true though, I bought it. Like it's like that perfect minty green. It's such a summer color, you know what I mean? Like the top is beautiful and like it's gonna hold the cold. Like I'm lying to myself, but like I was like I need an insulated cup. You feel me? I need an insulated cup. So I had to, and I got it, and I'm in love. And I'm sorry, but I had to. So yeah, those are my two purchases today. It is what it is. And I had some points, you feel me? And then I went to Ulta again. But okay, hear me out on this. Hear me out on this. So I'm gonna be see Dios quiere, because you know, let's not talk about budget. I just went over my I'm telling you, bestie. I've been looking into getting a reading chair too. I saw some cute ones from Amazon. Amiguis, ya tienes el Stanley ELS and this one. I love your justification for spending. It's because like I don't understand. I hate myself. But so hopefully see this kid. I'm gonna see my two besties this weekend, right? We're gonna get fucked up. We're gonna go. We haven't seen each other in months. And so I was like, let me get them a gift. So we have not spent our birthdays together. This is what we usually do. One of my besties is an Aries, and then the other one is an Aquarius, and then I'm the Taurus, right? And so we don't ever spend our birthdays together because, you know, mom life, wife life, me just being whatever the fuck life, right? And so we're going to see each other, and we're going to, like, celebrate our birthdays all together, right? Because I'm the last one. And so I was like, let me get them something, you know what I mean? Because that's my, like, how do you say, love language is, like, I love gifting, if that makes sense. That's why I be doing giveaways, you know what I mean? I like gifting stuff. Like, it makes me feel good to see somebody get something. So I got so one of my friends, one of my besties, these are childhood friends, right? We call her Fresa. That's her nickname, is Fresa. So I got her this Fresa foaming gel wash. It smells so fucking good, from Tree Hut. And then I got her an eyeshadow palette. It says By the Rose. And then my Aquarius Queen, or is this a bestie topic only? It is a bestie topic only, but I'll talk to you guys real quick. I'll give you a little something. And then I got so my Aquarius bestie, the love of my life, my soulmate. Kidding. They're both my soulmates, but like this bitch is crazy. But she loves purple. So I was like, let me get her this purple eyeshadow palette. And then I got her the Moroccan Rose one. I'm going to see what else I add to it. But I'm just going to get them some little gift bags. Because why not? You feel me? Why not? So this is what I have so far for them. Yeah. I'm your friend too. Give me a gift. Per. Oh my gosh. Then I met some best. Okay. So... for the besties who went and bought the Carelli, we did not end up going because bullshit, right? We're going tomorrow. So tomorrow, literally like midday, we're gonna go have lunch and we're gonna talk about it. And I think it's gonna be me and her. It's not gonna be that other friend. And I'm gonna get the fucking tea, and then that's why we're doing our bestie live Friday, because I was gonna switch it up. Is it me or do all Aquarius love purple? What's up with that? But is that what they're coloring? I'll send you the Addy for my gift to give per. I think it's a Taurus thing. I love getting my bestie thing. She hates it. LOL. Yeah. So we didn't go. We're going tomorrow. We're going tomorrow. So I was like, you know what? Let me get the tea and then I'll go live for the besties. You know what I mean? What was I saying? I forgot. There was something else I was gonna say. Hey, Connie. Okay, yeah. Also, the shirt you give my son fit perfectly. I was wondering, and that's why I left the tag on there, Bestie, because I was like, just in case no le queda, he can go switch it out, you know? Thank goodness que sí le quedó. Will most lives always be at the same time? Yeah, kinda. My boy really likes purple, and he's an Aquarius. Okay, it must be an Aquarius thing. I guess it makes sense, right? Hey, Bestie, ¿cómo estás? I'm good. Yay, finally got my 2-month badge. Rude. Don't forget. Oh, wait, never mind. That's a Bestie thing. I was going to say that's a Bestie thing. My bad. I was about to say something. It's our birthstone color. Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. I gravitate a lot towards pink and green. So, I was in a green phase for a minute, and then I stopped. I went back to pink. I go back and forth. But yeah, so but yeah, that's me. Bestie. Now you calling out Leslie on the last live. Leslie, where you at, girl? I'm dead. I was like, am I tripping? Am I tripping or not? Right behind you, waiting for my 2-month mood. A lot of y'all are almost there. She here and she's having car issues. Oh no. I didn't see her. Where you at, Bestie? I'm here, Bestie. I'm sad. Oh, I'm sorry. What the fuck? Okay. Oh, because car trouble is the fucking worst. Besties who lives be around the same time. They should be. I'm not Aquarius, but I love purple. I mean, oh, that's what I was saying. Yeah. So, I'm really big on gift giving. Like, that's just me. You know what I mean? Leslie gonna unsubscribe. She's like, man, fuck this shit. Meanwhile, me only being a member for a week. Black is my color, like my soul. Kitty, my favorite color is olive green. I like a really good olive green. I forgot what the point was. Let's just get into this. Because you know what? Okay, yay, I got it too. Okay. Bessie made the live. Hope you're having a good day. I am. Hope you guys are having an amazing day. Don't forget to pay the rent. It's the first of the month. We're in June. Sprinkle. A whole new month, whole new opportunities. Everything that happened last month. No, it didn't. Me too, LOL. Okay, congratulations, besties. We got Melody, Ella. There's another. Where'd you go? And Flower. I love my yellows, my oranges, corals. I'm an Aries. Okay, because that's my Aries friend too. You saying a bunch of nothing. I know, I keep repeating. I was like, because I was going to say something. Se me fue. All right, so we're doing confessions. And if you have any confessions or any Wildin Out stories from when you were younger, I'm going to say some of mine too. Bring them in. DM them. Ooh, Tamara. So I got to shout out the 2-month bestie because they got a new badge. It says allows besties on there and it's pink. After 6 months, you get the let's talk about it one. Okay, Daisy. I'm a bestie on my personal account. Ooh, man. All right, Nina. Okay, now y'all showing off. Okay. All right, so I lost my virginity in front of my cousin. Okay, Lupe. Let me submit my story. Where do you check when you are a 2-month? You have 2-month bestie because you have the icon. It's certain icons, the little bestie badge. Bye, bestie. I'm gonna unsubscribe because I'm like, I don't pinche ojo de la cara. Stop. Hey, let's feed the members literally. All right. I lost my virginity in front of my cousin. So I was 17 and he was a family friend. We went to the club and he kissed me. My first kiss. He later that he wants to take it further. Somehow my mom convinced him and he slept over the house and we were texting and he came in my room and we did it while my cousin was sleeping with the kid on the floor. Hold up. Hold up. Hey, Funny. You can send them. Leslie. You can send them through DM on Instagram. So you're telling me, Bestie, that you were 17 and you was getting down while your cousin was asleep on the floor? A kid on the floor, yeah. Hey, I ain't even gonna lie though. So back in the day, yeah, let's run that back. I was like, wait, hold on. The Bestie with the stinky hats, can we get an update? Did you even ever find the smell? Oh my god, those. Yeah, it's a judge free zone. No, let me tell you something because I'm gonna tell you my horror story. Hold on. I'm drinking water, by the way. Don't think it's anything else. Because if it was, I'd show you. So there was one time where like we lived in a full ass house. Oh my god, no, because Jacobo was coming for me. So okay. Let's get into it. So there was a moment where like I lived with all my siblings except for one. So like everybody was in the same fucking household, right? It was a mad house. It was a mad house. And so my sisters, I had to share a room with my sisters, two grown ass women. Okay, no tea, no shade, no pink motherfucking lemonade. These bitches had men, right? They had their boyfriends or whoever, flavor of the month type shit. And so there was times where like we had this van. Bessie, that didn't sound right. We had this van, and so like my sisters, when they would want to get their cheeks clapped, they wanted to get it in. They would go to the van, or they would get a trampoline. They would go to the fucking trampoline, right? Because like I was, I slept in the room with them, and it was just like 3 fucking beds there. Bitch, tell me why the fuck there was so many nights, bitch, and I shit you fucking not. I heard shit. And I just had to fucking thug it out. I had to thug it out. There was at least like 3 instances where a bitch woke up in the middle of the night, but I had to shut the fuck up, and I didn't want to interrupt nothing, you feel me? And I like there was one time I had to pee so fucking bad. I had to pee so bad, y me la aguanté. And low-key, I feel like I got a fucking UTI after that because my stomach was hurting. Like, it was so fucking bad. Pero me la aguanté. And I ended up just... Luckily, I didn't fucking pee myself. Because you ever, like... Van smell, but there's the tramp. Because I don't know if you ever have had to, like, hold your pee in and, like, you go to sleep. Like, you're risking peeing yourself. Dead ass. Like, at a certain age, babe, you got to get up and go pee. Because you're risking wet in the fucking bed. And so, like, yo me la aguanté because I was like, I can't get up. You feel me? I can't get up because they're going to know that I was here, that I was listening. Like, it was, you know what I mean? Like, I heard it. I was like, what do I do? What do I do? So, me la aguanté, I basically just fucking, like, rocked myself back to fucking bed. You know what I mean? And that shit sucks. That shit sucks. So, hopefully, Bestie, your cousin really was asleep because, man, oh, man. Man, oh, man, did I hear some shit. Especially after having babies. Yeah. Well, I don't have a gallbladder, so that shit's no fucking joke. That shit is no joke. And yeah. And it sucked. These kids sit on our bladder and destroy it. For sure. I mean, for sure. No, the fucking trauma. Which I don't even know why my mom and dad thought that was a fucking good idea. They knew damn well. They knew damn fucking well. Oh, I need to go to my PO. So, code Julia for a discount on Glamour accessories. For a discount and free shipping. Oh, okay. Okay, let me go share that. For the besties who were asking, because I had some besties asking. Let me go share that. Let me go share it real quick. Use code Julia for and free shipping. Per glamour accessories coming the fuck through. Glamour accessories is coming through. I love these Frenchies. Let me tag them. For the besties who wanted to know if I had a discount code, I do. Okay, I posted it. Thank you. I remember high school doing it in my boyfriend's room when his brother was supposed to be asleep, only for him to say years later he pretended. Oh my gosh, that's embarrassing. Stop it. No, because so my brother's a little bitch, right? When we went to my dad's for his birthday, so me and my brother nos hemos tapado en un chingo de cosas, right? My brother used to fucking literally steal my dad's car. I don't know well, I know how he did it now, but like back in the day, I had no idea how he did it. I could never steal the car. Like I tried multiple times, and my dad always caught me. But he, for whatever reason, my younger brother always got away with that shit, and I never understood how. And so like we were drunk, right? And we were talking, it was for my dad's birthday, and we were telling him like all the stupid shit we used to do when I'm gonna make you a code for my small business too, per. And like we were just saying stupid shit of what we used to do, and fucking my brother, fucking big ass fucking biatch was trying to put my business. I was like, shut the fuck up. There's certain things we don't say, right? So back in the day, when Hako would go fucking see me, you know what I mean? And I would sneak out at night. There was a couple of times where like my brother fucking caught me, right? His little bitch ass was low-key fucking cock blocking us. And one time we were in Hakobo's car, and like, the windows was all motherfucking foggy and shit. And my brother was doing hood rat shit with his little girlfriend down, like a couple blocks down, right? And he came out of nowhere. I guess he didn't recognize Jacobo's car. And so he comes up, right? And I'm like, dude, first of all, what the fuck are you doing at your young... Like, what are you doing knocking on people's cars? So he just comes up and knocks on the window. He's like, who's in here? And then Jacobo was on the window, and he sees me and him. He's like, oh, he's like, my bad. I'm like, you don't just go up to fucking cars, bro, and fucking knock on the window. I was like, what is wrong with you? And he's like, well, I know who's in our fucking driveway, blah, blah, blah. I was like, whatever. And so he was trying to tell my dad that. And I was like, shut your big ass up, because I'll punch you in your throat right now. I was like, shut your big ass up. But basically, he was telling Jacobo and my uncle how he would get my dad's car, put it in neutral, and push it out of the driveway, like all the way down the street, like maybe like a block. And then he would turn the car on from there so you couldn't hear it. I'm like, smart. I was like, why didn't I think of that? I was like, I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one. You were smart as hell for that, because I would have never thought to do something like that. So that's how he would get away with taking my dad's car. And I never could. I always got caught. Go so sad, low-key. All right. Go so sad. Oh, wait. Let me see this. This is a two-parter. Let's go over here. Where's the first part, bestie? Damn, y'all was wildin'. Okay. Tell me why when I was little, me and my brother were silver-toothed kids. LOL. We stole money. Okay, we stole money. Let's go to the... Okay. We stole money from my dad for months. He had it in a month. Bestie, we starting out strong. We starting out fucking strong. My dad would write down his miles. That's low-key embarrassing. Imagine, like, he's like, bitch, this is how many miles this car had. Why does it have 50 more? That's fucking crazy. My hubby has been the one to see my parents get it and stop it. That's embarrassing. Can I confess something here? Y no me echan de cabeza. Go ahead, bestie. Okay. We stole money from my dad for months. He had an amante. And me and my brother would steal the money that he would take out to send her in Mexico. He never knew it was us, laughing my ass off. In our mind, we prefer stealing the money than him sending it to her. I think we collected like $4,000. We had money for like a year for our school snacks. Why are y'all smart? Like, like when I was like fucking 10, like 11, 12, like I don't think I would have ever thought of that shit. Y'all are heroes. Like, wow. That deserves, like, I don't know, that deserves a fucking award. Like, that deserves a medal. Like, yeah. Congratulations. So you telling me, okay, but like, so you telling me that like the Amante would have had $4,000? Y'all did a service. Bestie, I pawned my dad's gold watch to buy drugs cuando andaba en la calle. I feel terrible. He kind of knows it was me. He always asks if we gonna tell the truth about his watch or not. Like, what watch? What watch? We've all been there. We've all taken something from our parents. We've all been there. Dead ass. The amount of money that I stole from my dad, I could never steal money from my mom because my mom knew how much she fucking had. Like it just wasn't a possibility. But my dad, like, so basically my mom was still from my dad, and then I was like, my dad was always getting robbed basically. But like I would just go in his wallet and just take some shit out because fuck yeah, I saw my mom do it. I was like, I could do it too. You feel me? But it never was like a significant amount. It was like $5 here, $10 here. You know what I mean? Like it was never that crazy. Comprale uno, Bestie, you won't feel bad now. When he would drink, yeah, I would like literally take that shit. But like, dead ass my sister, one of my sisters, if you know, you know, she would go. I thought it was fucking hilarious. Which I like, you think it's stupid when you're like young, but like it's a common thing that kids do with their parents, right? Which I've never done this though, never. Just cause like I don't know. I don't know, how do you do it? You know what I mean? I never understood how to fucking do it. But like one of them, like when they would go over, my mom always had straighteners. Like she was always buying straighteners and curling irons because they would always go missing, right? And like she would always talk shit to me. Like, why are you taking my shit? I'm like, I don't have anything. Like I stay with the same straightener for fucking years. Like that's me. Like I always try to take care of my stuff to stay with it. And so she was like, I know you have it. Are you fucking, you gave it to your little friends or something? No, bitch. Whenever my sister would go over, she would fucking take my mom's curling irons or her straighteners or like her makeup or like jewelry to go out with and shit. And I'm like, bitch, I'm getting blamed for that shit and it's not even me. And then later on, she confessed like, oh yeah, it's me. You know how many times my mom was buying curling irons and shit? Because fucking wild, right? And they would still do that shit. Like when they would go over, they would take toilet paper or napkins or baby wipes or like just perfume, like anything. And like I did not know that that was such a common thing. Like I see it on TikTok now, where like grown ass kids go to their parents' house to wash their clothes or to like get napkins or like get food from the pantry and shit. I'm like, bitch, I've never thought to do that. Like I don't know why no me nace hacer eso. And so like I like when I go to my dad's house, my stepmom has a shit ton of stuff. Like a shit ton. Like just a bunch of perfumes and like everything. And I've never thought to like grab it. Like you know what I mean? And like I told her when I went over, I fucking took a liga, a chongo for my hair. And I told her, I was like, I grabbed a chongo. And she's like, okay. But like I felt I was like, it's because yeah, no aguanto calor, and like I didn't bring a chongo. I lost my chongo, so I got one of yours. I put my hair in a bun. She's like, it's okay. She's like, grab whatever you want. And I was like, oh. And Uncle was like, what's wrong? He's like, did you ask her? I was like, no, I just took it. And then he was like, what? And I was like, but I told her. And he was like, oh, okay. And but I don't know why. Like it just, I felt wrong for doing it, but I couldn't. I was like, she has a shit ton of fucking ligas. Let me just grab one. So I know it's a thing. I'm gonna start doing it though, dead ass. I'm gonna start going to my dad's house and taking shit. Girl, I used to get accused even if it wasn't me, so I just picked up the habit. No, and I should have. One time, my daughter took out $100 from my husband's wallet and put it in her toy box while cleaning. I found it and never brought it up. I don't think he knew because he didn't bring it up either. Per. My mother-in-law gives me bags of stuff. Well, it must be nice. My mom was scary, never dared to take anything. Yeah, I never took anything from her because I was scared. I was like, if she finds out, she's gonna beat me. I don't need that negativity in my life. You know what I mean? Like, the fuck? Wow. Y'all are wild. All right. Bestie, cheese man. My stepdad stole from me. He still did not. What did he steal, Bestie? What did your stepdad steal? Hell no. Not 500, $5,000. I know, like, as a kid, who didn't steal from their parents? Dead ass. OMG, luego I had his bank account in my name, and I thought my dad didn't know. Y le agarraba dinero. I took like 600 to spend it at Ulta. Y luego llegó el señor del banco. He goes, "What's this?" I would have been like, Ulta? That's the new electric company. My sister stole $100 from my mom and spends it at a book fair. Oh, $400 from my hiding spot. Oh my gosh. Bro, and like honestly, like to a lot of people that might not seem like a lot, but like in the moment, bitch, 400 is a lot. Like nowadays, 500, 1,000, like bitch, that's a lot of money. Bestie, I tried to send something, but it didn't let me type it all out. Oh no. Scholastic. I hustled my dad out of 100, and then when I fell asleep, my mom gave it back to him. What a hater. My 4-year-old niece one time stole 4 avocados from my frutero. She had them on her sweater. Okay, I said my iPod. Ulta, that's a mechanic on the corner. That's what yeah, that's the... I used to steal out of my dad's cochinito to buy snacks at school. Hey. It is what it is. It is what it is. What can you do? Yeah, I tried to, and it didn't let me type everything. I had to shorten it. Maybe it's YouTube. Is YouTube putting a limit on shit now, or what? What's going on? My dad also left the envelope with money in the car. I took half of it, and my dad never... Oh, my God. Let me tell you something about this. My prima stole from her dad. Take her bum man to the beach. Stop it. I get a payday every time I do laundry. For sure. My mom was looking for 100. She lost whole time my brother had it, and she was like, "Why didn't you tell me?" He said, "You didn't ask me for it." What the fuck? On your Instagram post. Oh, yeah. Instagram doesn't let you type that a lot. You gotta... That's why I'm like, longer ones, just throw it in the DM, bestie. No, because my mom and dad had this old-ass little, laundry... What's it called? Like a washer, but it was like those old-ass ones. Where, like, I don't even know how to explain it. I think he said it was my grandma. I don't even know, but he had it with him, basically, right? And, they would put... Bro, my mom... I can't say too much. You feel me? I can't say too much. But back in the day when they was doing shit, allegedly, this fucking washer had like corn magazines in it, and it had a bunch of cash in that bitch, right? And I would literally go in there, fucking be disgusted by the corn, right? And I'd take a bill every now and then, but I never used it because I was little as fuck, right? So I would take a bill, and then I would forget about it, leave it like in my little toy thing or whatever. My mom would find them later on and be like, "Where the fuck did you get this from?" And I would be like, I don't know how I got there. But I didn't even know the significance of how much, like, it was $100 bills, and I would just have them in my fucking room, and my mom would end up fucking finding them. And like to this day, it haunts me at night knowing that like I had so many uncles living with us at one time where it's like they could have dead ass got my shit, like my fucking money. Like I wonder how much money I made my parents lose by taking them hundreds and just putting them in my fucking room, because everybody was in that bitch. You feel me? Like my brothers, my sisters, my cousins would go over. Like imagine how many $100 bills these bitches found and never said anything. But I mean, obviously we survived, right? It wasn't that bad. Those hundreds could have been with me, but it is what it is. You live and you learn. I was like maybe 7 or 8. Not the corn. Yeah, corn magazines. I don't know why the fuck it was on top of the money, but my sister-in-law stole from her mom 100, donated at church, and they kept it. She was 8 years old when she did it in church. People thought it was okay for her to... My cousin had a crawl space to her roof. They had corn and... Stop! Bestie, te adoro. Per. I'm fucking dead. We're little thieves. My bro sister-in-law stole from our wallets in baby shower. We left our purse in my sister's room. That girl was 15. Nah, there's some bitches that got some sticky fingers. You gotta be careful. I never learned my lesson going to Mexico. Like, I had so much shit fucking taken from me. Like, it was wild. And, like, you just can't say anything. You gotta just let it be. You know what I mean? But if you're going to Mexico and you're between 15 to 20 years old and you're going with your parents still, hide all your good shit. When your fucking, like, cousins go over, hide that shit. Kleptomania. I remember finding my parents' corn videos. Ew! Of them? Yeah, you gotta hide that shit. No, because I walked in on my mom and dad one time and it was fucking disgusting. Like, I've never, ever, ever. I don't even want to think about it. It ruined my whole day. Like, literally, me walking in on my mom and dad ruined my whole fucking day. I had a field trip that day. And, like, it just set up the rest of my fucking day. Like, it was fucking shattered. I stole a Smackers chapstick from Walmart when I was 7, and I had nightmares that the cops were gonna arrest me. Monetizing their trauma, that's not bad. That's why I don't let my sticky finger cousin sleep over. My Theo had magazines. We would sneak to see what it was because he used to keep it unlocked. No, you're reminding me right now. So, like, I had this uncle. Oh, you know the one uncle that's always in and out of jail. Okay, always into some hood rat shit. The uncle that literally nobody ever wanted to, like, have to take care of. Like, they didn't want him living with you type of shit. Bitch. The amount of, okay, I'm just gonna speak my truth real quick. So, he moved in with us, right? He lived with us a lot. Because, like, my dad tenía un cariño. Like, they had a good relationship. And so my dad ended up building a little shed. And, like, that's where my uncle would stay, right? Okay, well, like, he was moving all his shit. And he had, I'll never forget, you know, like, the straw hats, the material, it was a straw big-ass basket. And, like, it had the fucking top on it, right? And it had, like, the little thing. Like, you could lock it. He fucking starts bringing all his shit over, right? And he's gonna put it in the fucking shed. And he puts all of that shit on the fucking porch. And then they leave. Because, like, back in the day, my mom and dad would leave us there. Like, they didn't give a fuck. They would go to the store. They would go to the bar, wherever, and leave us there at the fucking house by ourselves. Like, there was usually one older kid watching us. And so he just left all of that on the porch. And they took off, I think, to go, like, get some beers or something. And so me and my brother opened that fucking chest, right? The straw chest. Bitch. Oh, my God. The whole chest was full of corn, magazines, DVDs, the fucking tapes. Like, I was shooked. It was, and, like, now that I'm an adult, the shit my uncle was into was fucking disgusting. Like, back in the day, corn was wild. Like, nowadays, it's very minimal. You know what I mean? Like, it's not in your face. Back in the day, corn used to be in your fucking face. Like, you would see a fucking, El Pinche Chiquito was literally on, like, the fucking thing. Like, you would see, and I was like, oh, no. Or, like, I was shooked. And then my brother was like, what the fuck is this? And, like, we were, like, literally looking at it. Like, we were looking at it, and we were like, what is this? And then there was one, what the fuck, con el burro. There was one con el pinche burro. And I was like, oh, hell no. So we closed that shit up. Low-key, I think my brother took one. Not even going to fuck around. My brother took a magazine or something. And we just closed it up. And I was like, and I was shook. Because I was like, oh, like, you know what I mean? I was like, my uncle nasty. And I was like, whatever, right? And so, yeah. And so I was like, whatever. And so then he ends up living in the shed, right? With all his corn tapes and shit, whatever. And then he starts bringing bitches over, okay? And then, like, one day my mom tells me, go tell your uncle that, like, breakfast is ready or whatever. So I'm going out there to tell him, you know what I mean? That, like, you know, come eat breakfast, uncle. I go out there and, like, I fucking knock on this fucking thing, right? The door, like, goes open to the fucking shed. And he had, like, a curtain hanging off, like, by the door. So, like, it all just opened. And he was some bitch clapping her cheeks. And I was like, oh, and he's like, what? He's like, what? And I was like, my mom wants you to come for breakfast. And then he's like, we'll be there. He's like, we'll be there in a minute. I was like, oh. And then I go and I tell my mom, and because they call him Migo. She's like, Migo. She's like, what are you doing? Who do you have in there? It was like fucking wild. And it literally looked like a corn. Like, if I'm not mistaken, he had a fucking camera set up. And I was just like, Or I didn't see him. Like, I didn't see, like, I just saw. So, literally what I saw was homegirl like this, right? And him in the back. And she had, like, a white sheet over her. It was giving, like, I was, like, shooketh. Shooketh. And it was wild, y'all. I was, like, crazy. But, yeah. We all got that one uncle. Please don't leave me hanging. I hope y'all got that uncle, too. Because, damn. Damn. That shit was crazy. It was never a dull moment. I'll tell you that much. Not the shit. Yeah. Yeah. I heard my uncle watching corn once and he thought nobody was home. And I locked myself in my room all day. You should have seen the look on his face when my fam came home and he realized I was home. That's so embarrassing. Not the Theo. What did you tell your mom? I mean, I told her what I saw. I was like, yeah. I was like, he's doing it. Cause I didn't, you know what I mean? I was like, he's doing it. She's like, what do you mean he's doing it? I was like, he's doing it with some person. And then she's like, nuh-uh. And I was like, yeah. And I guess she went out there and she heard it. And that's what she yelled at him. And I was like, bro. Hako was making fun of me too because, okay, we were watching this TikTok about this woman and she had like her clothesline outside with the little things to like hang your clothes outside, right? And I was like, oh, I used to do that like in the rancho. He was like, what? And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, oh, y'all were poor. I was like, what? He was like, y'all had to hang y'all's clothes up like that? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, y'all were broke. I was like, bitch, what do you mean? I was like, that's literally country living. Like the rich people. So when we lived in the country, there's people who had money and they would hang their clothes outside because that's how fucking hot it gets in Texas. I was like, you don't want to turn the dryer on in your hot ass fucking home in Texas because it heats up the whole fucking house. And he was like, oh, he was like, I never, yeah, he was like, he goes, I can't believe y'all do that here. He's like, that's like some Mexican shit. I was like, I know that's rancho shit, bitch. I was like, there's rancho here. Yeah, I was like, I was shook that he was calling me broke. I was like, no. Yeah, and so I was like, no, that's literally country living, babe. Like, you live in the country, you live on a little homestead, that's what you're doing. Yeah, I was like, oh, okay. And then he was like, wait, what do you mean? I was like, there was rich people. I said, there was rich houses where we used to live. And, like, these people had money. Like, they made it known they had money. And they were hanging their clothes out outside, bitch. And he was just like, oh. He was like, I don't know. He goes, he's like, we come over here and we just go to the laundromat. Okay. I was like, we had a washer and dryer. I was like, we would wash our clothes and then hang our clothes up. I was like, and low-key it was faster because how hot it is in Texas, your clothes would dry like this, bitch. And he was just like, I don't know about all that. I was like, whatever. Yeah, I was like, whatever. I was like, okay. I was like, ponte up inside. I was like, why would you want a hot ass dryer going on in a hot ass motherfucking day? And he's like, I guess. He's like, it makes sense. Okay. I was like, okay. Excuse me, Mr. Bougie. I didn't know, you know what I mean? I was like, you don't know what it is. I was like, you will, and honestly, I was like, you don't know what it is because you always live in the city. I was like, since he came to the States, he's been in cities. So I was like, you don't know what it is to live in the fucking rancho. I do, bitch. So I'm gonna humble you real quick. Which he wasn't. I was humbled, but whatever. And I would do it again. And like, so I saw this freaking TikTok and how she has like the clothesline, right? And she's setting how she hangs up her jeans and how she hangs up everything and like how you overlap it. I was like, yeah, that's what I was doing, right? Bessie, did your mother make you struggle meals like you didn't know were struggle meals? Yeah. Yeah, I was being shamed for being for caring about the climate and global warming and shit. And so the way you have the clotheslines, the jeans are heavy. When you wash jeans and you hang them up outside, they're super heavy. So you have to have another palo to pick up the clotheslines. And I was like, yeah, I had that too. And he was shook it. He was like, were y'all doing this in the front of the house or like the back of the house? I was like, the back of the house. He's like, oh, okay. What does it matter now, bitch? I was like, what does it matter if I did it in the front or the back? The clothes were dry. My clothes were dry. So don't worry about me. My clothes were good, okay? They were dry. My calzones, that Texas heat, not only was it fucking dry in that bitch, it was basically, that's ironed. So, Yeah, I was like, oh, excuse me. I was like, excuse me for having a fucking childhood. Okay, sorry. I was shook. I was like, okay. Um, but I hate the outside smell. He said, don't do that around me. Um, he said, y'all was doing that in private, right? Yeah. I'm poor, I guess. Mood. He making sure people didn't see it. I hang my non-dry hair clothes. No, what Jacobo doesn't understand, like the way he was saying it to me, because this was I was telling how this was years ago, right? He can't fathom, and I was like, this is that Mexican shit, okay? This is that Mexican shit. What? And it's not just Mexicans. It's like me too, okay? So I know that there's rancho parts in Mexico, but it's like we have a stereotype. You think that Mexico is all rancho, you know what I mean? So when you go to the cities in Mexico and you see how like everything's really advanced and like you got a lot of nice, like especially in Mexico City, it's like a cultural shock because you're like, oh shit, like they have city parts too. And low key, their cities be nicer and sometimes even cleaner than what we have over here. And so Jacobo's whole thing was like he knew that it was all city over here. He didn't think there was rancho over here. He didn't know that we was in the trenches. He didn't know that like what he like his sister-in-laws and his mom, they hang up their clothes outside. He didn't know that what they were doing, we were doing over here too. He thought that that was crazy. Because in his state of mind, he's like, but you're in the States. You know what I mean? He's like, you're in the States, so you should be able to afford a washer and a dryer, which we had it, right? Like it wasn't by necessity. It was because that's just the fucking way to do it, right? And so he was like, it's because no me da. He was like, no me da, that like y'all have all these opportunities. Y'all have like supposedly según él, you know, you can go to school, you can do this, you can like the States to them is like money. And so he's like, y'all have money, but you're doing Mexico shit. It's what, you know what I mean? That's where his mind went. So he couldn't believe it. He was like, oh, he's like, I don't know. He goes, ever since I came over here, I've been doing my shit in the laundromat. I'm like, well, good for you. Good for you, city boy. Okay? I wasn't. I was outside barefoot hanging up clothes on a clothesline, and I'll do it again. Just kidding, I won't. But yeah, that's the mentality he had. So no. I'm like, and honestly, I was like, it's an aesthetic. Yeah, it is. There's a lot of people who like to live like that. Like, nah, it's the trenches here too. Yeah, that's what it is. Like, you think he thought there was no trenches here. I'm like, no, there is. There very much is. There's very poor fucking parts here in the States. I've never been out beating. They have opportunities in Mexico too. That's what I'm saying. Like, they don't realize that though. Now you giving him the ick for hanging your clothes to dry. They have this mentality, like how do you, like, they were sold the American dream basically, and they stick to it until they realize, oh, like when we went to Corpus, right? He was just like, there really ain't nothing here. I'm like, yeah, babe, like just because it's a beach don't mean it's gonna be a nice ass beach. You know what I mean? I'm sorry we're not in Cancun. Like, I think it's just they don't understand that, like, they think everything in the States is supposed to be 20 times better, and it's not. My husband is saying, and it's the same thing that a lot of immigrants put on their children too, to where like you have the pressure of the hustle culture, and you have to fucking have an education. Like it's that guilt trip of like, I didn't fucking cross El Rio Grande, you feel me, to come over here for you to be a fucking, you know what I mean, drogadito. Because that's how they think. You smoke a little weed and already you're a crackhead. Like, immigrant parents are no fucking joke. You take some Advil because you got a fucking headache, you're a pill popper now. And you have no future. That's just what it is. My mom was shook when she crossed. She didn't expect it to be in the gap. I'm telling you. It's crazy. So you have that pressure of like, you have to do something, you have to be something, because if you don't, them suffering and coming over here was for nothing. Yeah. Well, we're not being for real though, okay? It was a joke between us. Please don't get offended. I'm a pill popper because of college, but yeah, no lie, I'm the family crackhead because I indulge, and I'm telling you, you smoke a little weed, you crackhead. Okay. But no, the fucking double standard, because let me tell you something. The double standard of like, oh wow, I smoke a little weed, so I'm a crackhead. Okay, but our uncles were doing fucking literally doing lines at the fucking the birthday parties. But that's okay, right? You're telling me a little perico is not that bad, but smoking a little is bad. Okay. Okay, make it make sense. What the fuck? Yeah. Y'all was out there doing perico and nobody said anything. Nobody batted a fucking eye. Nobody said anything about the pinche llavazo or llevazo or whatever the fuck you call it. But don't catch me smoking a cig. Don't catch me smoking a little something because I'm the problem child now. Make it make sense. It don't work like that. Anyways, moving on. Bestie Cheeseman. Me and my best friend of 9 years went out to celebrate both our B-days in April. We took an Uber together with her sister, and well, she got drunk at 12 p.m. before we got to the club and ended up puking in my cousin's car. I was also drinking and got super emotional because this is not the first time this happened. And I'm always the one to take care of her when she's like this. I end up having to call my man to pick me up when he had to be up at 4 a.m. for work. The next few days, I told her she needed to pay my cousin's car detailing. She said she had to payments. She also owed my other friend $200 for puking in her car months before. I haven't talked to her much and only seen her once after that, and it was a bit awkward. Well, a mutual friend hit me up and told me the girl was saying she's not inviting me out anymore, that she will wait for me to initiate a hangout. Mind you, I've just been busy with work and wedding planning. I feel hurt because everything seems to be about her all the time. Am I wrong? Part of me wants to reach out, but I deserve to have good friends. Bestie, you lost me. You lost me at the part where this is the second time this bitch throws up in a car. I'm all for having a good time, but let me tell you something. My friends that I drink with, the ones that I actually want to hang out with, they don't do shit like that. I can't stand to be around sloppy drunks. I'm surprised, or actually, I don't know your tolerance. I'm surprised, I could never, that you tolerated this behavior twice already. And that, now she's trying to fucking... the audacity of her to be like, oh, I'm not fucking hanging out with her. Bitch, you're not the problem. She is. So it's giving, she needs a reality check. And if I were you, I wouldn't hang out with people like that. Because if you look at it, she's not only inconveniencing herself, she's inconveniencing others. You know what I mean? Like you said, you gotta wake up your man to go pick you up. That's already inconveniencing somebody else because she's being dumb. I wouldn't I'm just telling you, as you get older, you don't want to hang out with people like that. I don't. If I know that you can't handle your liquor, I'm not going out with you like that. Because there is nothing worse than having to be the babysitter of a drunk. It sucks. You don't have a good time. You're ending up just fucking playing mommy all motherfucking night. So yeah, this happened twice. Cut her off. Cut her off. There's no reason to even, and like, it sounds harsh, but like, for what? We're adults now. We have responsibilities. We got shit to do. I'm all for having fun, but if it's gonna turn into fucking watching some bitch throw up in another bitch's car, I don't want that. You know what I mean? I don't want that. It's given she can't handle her liquor, then don't go out. Stay your ass at home. Or hang out with her and like be like, we're not drinking. If she can do that, then yeah. But if she has to drink every time y'all are around, it's given nope. It's given nope. All right. I went to a quince with my parents, but made them bring me back home because I wasn't feeling good. I don't know how I convinced them to bring me home, but they did. And they left back to the quince. As soon as they left, I called up this guy I had been talking to come pick me up, and we left, and they were drinking. We almost did the nasty, but his friend walked in and said we had to go because he knew the dance was almost over. My parents and his parents knew each other, which is how I met him after he got out of jail. He was about 6-7 years older. My parents don't know to this day, and I regret it. But at least he didn't take my virginity because, yeah, I was a virgin. I was in love with him, but he wasn't for me. And till this day, he reaches out every now and then. Well, I'm glad you didn't lose your V card. I'm glad he didn't get you pregnant, babe. Because imagine that. Imagine that. We was wildin'. Ain't no fucking way. Yeah, I'm not babysitting anyone. Sorry. No, that's another thing. Look, I'm just going to tell you straight up. I don't care what you bitches say. And I've been said this before. I don't care what y'all say. And come at me if you fucking want to. Okay? Come at me if you want to. This is my opinion. And this is a hill I will fucking die on. You bitches, not the besties, unless you're doing this. Then I'm talking to you. You bitches love getting drunk. Like, where you don't know what the fuck you're doing. The audacity and the entitlement to think that people are going to take care of you is fucking crazy. Because that doesn't happen. We've seen it in so many cases. Friends aren't friends. So I don't know why the fuck you bitches getting drunk off your ass, not remembering what the fuck you're doing, who you were sleeping with. Like, people are getting unalived like that. They're getting kidnapped. They're getting unalived. They're getting thrown like they're fucking trash. Straight up. We've seen it in the news. It happens here. It happens all over the fucking world. So for you to fucking let yourself get that intoxicated that you don't know what the fuck you're doing, you don't care about yourself. Straight up. It's giving suicidal. That's what it's giving. You don't give a fuck about you. You don't give a fuck about people around you. You don't give a fuck about your family. You don't give a fuck about anything. And those are dangerous people. I'm telling you right now, you're a dangerous person if you do shit like that. Because not only are you endangering yourself, you're endangering others. And you don't care about nobody. And I don't trust people who don't care about themselves like that. Straight up, I know that people get depressed and there's a bunch of shit that goes on in the world that, sometimes you just want to give the fuck up. But when you're doing shit like that, you don't care. And this should be a wake-up call for you. Because one day, it's going to get taken too far. Straight up. You're not exempt from it. It happens to women all over the fucking world every motherfucking day. As we're speaking, shit like this is happening. You're not exempt from it. So, yeah, you have to be willing to participate in your own survival. Don't be doing that shit. Don't be getting yourself into shit, and don't be getting your friends and your family into shit. It's not worth it. If you're going to get passed out drunk, hey, do it in your fucking house. Do it at your house. Don't be out here doing it at the clubs, in the parking lots, at the parties. Like, that's embarrassing. It's disgusting. And you don't love yourself, babe. Straight up. I'm being as real as I can right now. It's giving me, I'm not hanging out with you. I'll hang out with you one time. Once you do that shit to me where I'm taking care of you the whole fucking night, I don't want the responsibility ever again. I don't want to have this on my conscience that I hung out with you, you got pissed fucking drunk, and then I lost you, or something happened to you, and then it's on me. Don't hang out with people like that, and don't be that person. I'm being for real. Especially, it's summer. People are going to the beaches. They're going on vacations. They're doing all this shit. You cannot let yourself get to that point. I'm all for having a good time, but you can't get that. You can't get to that point and expect people to take care of you, because people won't. People worry about as me. Yeah, one time I'm gonna take care of you, and after that, I'm never going out with you again. And I'm a person that I will take care of you. You're gonna end up with a bitch who don't give a fuck about you, who will leave you passed out at the fucking bar and go home to her man or her wife or whoever, because love is love, to her family and not care about you. With me, yeah, one time, but then I'm not hanging out with you again. You are no longer my responsibility. And you're not going to get another person like me again. You might, but it's very rare to get multiple people who care about you that much that they'll make sure that you get safe home. Because that's not about to be my responsibility. And it shouldn't be anybody's. So don't hang around people like that. And don't be that person. Have you ever had a friend do that? Luckily, I have had a friend do like that. And I cut her off. I went out with her one time, and I literally was carrying the bitch. It was fucking disgusting. She was slurring her fucking words, didn't know what was going on. She was literally dancing with the fucking guy. He was touching all over her, and I knew that she would not like this fucking dude. He was ugly as hell. She was really, really pretty. And I was like, hell no. Got her in the fucking car. We got her home. I literally had to fucking watch her all night because she was throwing up, and like, I had to make sure that she was woke up abajo, so like mouth, how do you say it? On her stomach, so that way if she threw up, she would throw up in a bag or like in a bucket, because you can choke on your own vomit, right? So it was just like a whole thing, and I fucking lost sleep over it. And then the next day she was laughing about it. What pissed me off, she was laughing about it. She was like, I can't believe I was making out with that ugly ass dude. I can't believe this. And she pissed herself. It was like fucking, it was disgusting. And I was like, yeah. And what made me mad is that she laughed about it. And I was like, oh, so you don't care about me. You don't care about me as a friend because you did this shit and you knew you were going to get like this and you're laughing about it. Instead of being like, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have drank that much. I'm sorry that you know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry I acted this way. I can't, like, I'm embarrassed. No, she was laughing about it. I was like, oh, you do this on a regular. Not with me, not ever again. I cut her off. Never saw her again. And then I saw her mugshot. And I was like, yeah, it makes sense. But not with me. That didn't happen with me. I was like, that makes so much fucking sense, because what are you doing? And she got pregnant. And word on the street was she didn't know who the baby daddy was. But not my problem. Because after that, I was like, you ain't my friend no more. A friend from high school died like that because she went to a house party with her best friends, but let her sleep in the ground facing up. Porque cuando estás así, todo te vale, and you don't care where you end up, basically. That's what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying. People who do stuff like that, like they are dangerous. Because they don't care. Like, all the fucks that they've ever given are gone. They don't care anymore. And when you hang out with people like that, you know, te van a agarrar. Even if you don't want to, because you end up taking care of them. And then it leads you into dangerous situations, too. Like, I've seen it before, where, you know, you see a friend, she's drunk, she wants to go with this guy, you don't want to go, but you don't want to leave her alone, so y'all both end up going, and then what happens? SA happens, DV happens, like, a bunch of shit happens, and you're like, well, fuck. Todo por cuidarla a ella, yo me metí en pedos, you know? So, be careful, besties. Anyways, laughing my ass off. I'm saying, y'all better get that through y'all's head. I don't want to hear y'all talking about, oh, I got into some shit because of homegirl. No, don't do it. It ain't worth it. And it's not a game either. Because y'all find out real quick that it's not. Unless you've been in a situation like that where you got to take care of a bitch that acts stupid. Recently, someone from our town died. Así era un muchacho con hijas y esposas, y esposo lo dejó en el sillón, and the next morning he was dead. Yeah, you gotta be careful. Or the people that want to get into fights when they waste it and get you involved. Oh, those people are the worst, too. Alright. Bestie, when I was young, my parents were super religious. Well, me tenían como hostage. I couldn't do anything. My parents were so strict, especially my dad. Well, when I got older, like in high school, I would change in the bathroom stall because I wasn't allowed to wear makeup, no piercings. I couldn't wear jeans. So when I would go to school, I would change into bathrooms y me pintaba. Then I started smoking. I started skipping, going to house parties. And well, one day there was this stupid ass teacher, the interior design, que me odiaba. She snitched on me. I had a bunch of absences porque era la clase that would skip all the time. Well, one day they called me from the office and I thought I was just going to pick something up. Well, no, my parents were there waiting for me in the office. Y cállate los ojos. Casi me quise regresar a la clase cuando los vi. OMG, se me caía la cara de vergüenza cuando los vi. Peor tantito, andaba exactamente con todo how I wasn't allowed. Y traía escrito el name de un guy que me gustaba. Bestie. My dad looked at me so disappointed and was like, ¿qué es eso? ¿Por qué andas así? Vas a ver cuando lleguemos a la casa. Bestie, me dieron una ratiza que no me la acababa. Luego se enteró that I would skip with a guy I liked. Y más se enojó. He called me a prostitute and kicked me out of the house. Pero me golpeó tanto con un extension cord. OMG, I left y me fui con una chava de la escuela. Y ahí fue cuando agarré la calle. Damn, now that I'm a mom, I think to myself, how cruel could you? I would never kick my own children out the house like that, no matter what. Well, we still talk, my dad and I, but there's a lot to repair. I'm so sorry that you went through that, bestie. And you know what? There was a lot of, I had a lot of friends who went through that too. And it sucks because I feel like that's, I'm not a parent, right? I don't have kids, but that's the worst technique when it comes to parenting, is restricting your kids of so much stuff because it makes them want to do it more. That was me too. I couldn't do this. I couldn't do that. I had to dress a certain way. I couldn't have guy friends until like a certain age. I couldn't have a phone until a certain age. I was restricted of so much fucking shit. Y más me alocaba. Like, I wanted to go out more. I wanted to just do stupid shit all the fucking time. And then I ended up with, like, hanging out. I wouldn't say the wrong group because they were chill as fuck. But, you know, like, that's where I started smoking weed. That's when I started skipping classes. That's when I started, like, getting into, like, boys and actually talking to them and then talking to fucking men. And, like, it's crazy because they don't understand that what they're doing is pushing you to that. Because you rebel and you want to wild out, and it sucks. And como una vez lo dijo, que como hija te perdono, pero como mamá no te entiendo, because it's like when you become parents, you're just like, why the fuck? It's crazy. I don't have kids, right? But if I ever did have kids, I would try my hardest not to be like my mom. You know what I mean? But it makes you, I would imagine that it makes you think, like, fuck, like, what could I have possibly done to make my parents treat me this way? You know what I mean? Especially as a kid. It's like, bitch, I didn't ask to be here. You could at least treat me right. You feel me? But, en fin, I'm sorry you went through that, bestie. But I'm glad that you're breaking the generational curses. You feel me? All right. My mama let me have it like she didn't know what I was going to use it for. LOL. I was hanging out with the grown-ass people. Now that I think back, I'm glad nothing ever happened to me. I would head out with this group to rodeos, and I would get me a beer bracelet. Most of the time, I didn't have to show it. And drinks, I never had to buy them. I was having such a good time. My mom was out there with me and her friends. She would keep an eye on me and never let anything get too crazy. My mom was in her fresh hoe phase after her and my dad split, so she was very cool. I knew how to get her in a good mood. I had a playlist ready, and it would be a peda segura. I had a good bond with my mama at that point, and my little sister couldn't wait till she was my age so she could do everything I was. Well, she didn't. She didn't get to till she was 21 because my mom was over her whole phase, and my sister hated me because she didn't get to have the same fun. She is so cool now, though. She's my kid's cool tia, and now my girls can't wait to be here. Aw, I love a happy confession. Sounds like a mood, low key. My mom acts like she never mistreated us. I sent in my story. Okay. All right, another bestie. When I was 17, I was going through a bad breakup. Somehow, me and my friend, after a party, ended up going with two guys to a hotel, and we all did the dirty in the same room. Bestie! No! Turns out those motherfucking vehicles were chismosos and one worked with my dad. And said it was my friend and some other friend of mine. I almost got discovered. And my dad was like, I don't want you hanging out with them no more. I was like, little does he know his daughter is a slut. Bestie, the way this just got worse. Bestie. Okay, the reason I'm freaking out is because I've never understood that. Like, I've never ever, okay, I've been in a situation where, like, I've heard my friend clapping cheeks, but, like, I could never do it in the same room as my friend. You know what I mean? Like, I could never get like, I can't even imagine it. Like, I'd be so embarrassed and so, like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, I cannot imagine going to a hotel room and me and my friend, like, our men just clapping our cheeks. Like, what? Like, I couldn't do it. No, I don't like. It's not that like I would be grossed out. I would be laughing my fucking ass off watching my friend. Cause like you can't. It's not like I'm not gonna look at her. Like I'd be like, ew, like I couldn't really. I'd be like, ew, bitch, why are you moaning like that? Like, I would, and I wouldn't be able to be comfortable. Bestie, y'all are crazy. And then for it to be your dad's friend, couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. That'd be my 13th reason. The straw ain't hitting no more. Oh, there's no more water, that's why. Makes sense. I don't have any more water, do I? Oh, yeah, I do. Yeah, like, I just DM'd your Instagram with mine. Like, y'all competing on who clapping harder or what. That's what I'm saying. I can't. Y'all are fucking crazy. I was little, we had a 3-row car, and one time I got in and went all the way to the back and found a girl's wallet and found $100. Come to find out it was my dad, Amante. And my dad tried to take it away from me, and I said, no, if you take it away, I'm going to tell my mom. I kept it and still told my mom. You're real as fuck, bestie. She said, don't trust me. I never said you could trust me, bitch. Never that. The way the confessions are confessing today is, hey, Jenny. Okay. Oh, we got a long one. Confession / advice. Hey, bestie. Okay, so I've been dating my boyfriend for about almost a year, and low-key, I'm not feeling it anymore. I'm not sure how to break up with him. I've been ghosting him for weeks, saying I can't hang out or etc., coming up with whatever excuse to not see him. I thought he got the hint because I haven't been texting him as much. He did message me about it and possibly breaking up, and I was like, okay, if that's what you want, then I'm okay with it. Apparently, that's not what he wanted to hear. So he said that that's not what he wants, but it feels like he's losing me, which he is. Now that I realize he's never taken me out to eat at like a restaurant only 3 out of 4 times since we've been together. It's always takeout or fast food. He always complains about being broke when I ask him to plan a date or want to do something fun. And when he wants to see, it's just staying at his house and doing nothing. It gets kind of old and tiring. He's always wanting to touch me, and when I ask him to stop, he does and then goes back to doing it. It makes me uncomfortable when he does it. Everything he does gives me the biggest ick. That's how you know. Like, I'm laughing because I've been there. Like, when you don't even want them to fucking touch you, it's like, ugh. He's very clingy, and I can't stand clingy men. Also, we haven't done the deed in almost 2 months because I don't feel like doing it with him anymore. Not to mention, he has family drama. I already had issues with his family, and we haven't even been together for a year. The thing that bothers me the most is that he hasn't made an effort in committing to something serious. I'm 22, not sure if I want to risk it or make it work for them papers or stay single. And wait till the right one comes along. One of his parents doesn't really accept me because we come from different cultures, ethnicities. Help, besties. How can I shut up with him? Also, sorry it's long. I had to rant. By the way, he's kind of ugly and insecure. Everyone has told me I'm out of his league. Even his family was surprised we were together. Now that I think about it, I'm like a trophy to him. And his car is always breaking down. Him and his brother have to share a car. I show a picture of him, but I know you'd roast the fuck out of me. He's like 2 inches taller. Yeah, don't do it. I was going to say, oh, the papers? It's not worth it. There's going to be a very nice, handsome young man who will give you papers, bestie. Don't do it. It's not worth it. I ain't going to lie. For them papers, I would have been like, but it's not worth it. Especially if you can't even fathom him touching you. There's plenty of men with papers. You'll be fine. Nomás no te enamores de otro que no tiene because, ¿pa' qué? You know what I mean? Hold on, I need some water. ¿Pa' qué? No, don't be that bitch. Don't be that bitch, Bestie. Don't do it. If he ain't got papers, we don't want him. Just kidding. Damn, I don't have any more water, y'all. Not to sound interesada, you know what I mean, for los papeles, but like, it is what it is. Yeah, there's a lot of men out there with papers. And low-key, the bestie is very beautiful. I can see you with the gordito barbón con troca bien alta. I can see you with one of them. I'm just putting it out there, you know what I mean? But you do you. Bestie. If he has green papers, it's okay. Be a sugar baby, aunque sea que tenga dinero, sprinkle, sprinkle. Bestie, when I was 17, I started writing this guy from prison. He was 20 at the time. I had told him I was 18. Though since I got his info from this website called Write a Prisoner, we kind of started something, but he has a long time left. I eventually started my life and all, but till now, I am 28. We still write each other. I visit him a couple of times, and he calls me here and there, but my hubby doesn't know. He thinks he's a cousin. Y'all be getting me on the hubby part. Every damn time. Y'all are really fucking quick, besties, the way y'all do it. Because y'all let me read the confession, and then ya cuando el último, they were like, oh, and then the hubby. Y'all insert the hubby at the end. That's something y'all need. From now on, in the confessions and DMs, whatever, I need y'all to state where the hubby is. Because y'all be doing me dirty. Do you, babe? You haven't got caught this far, so. Nah, Bessie, you gotta show the picture. Husband in prison, boyfriend down. That's what I'm saying. A little pen pal. A little penny pal. If you think about it, you're doing a service, though. You know what I mean? These besties are wildin'. It a what's it called? Marshall visit. I don't know what that is. I don't want to know either. I don't want to know. I used to have a favorite patient, sweetest man who said he had gotten infected by HIV by a dirty instrument at work. So him and his wife would pick up their HIV meds monthly. I ended up befriending a girl that worked at his doctor's office, and she spilled the tea and told me he lived a double life and was actually gay and had gotten HIV by his male partner and also gave it to his wife. That's not the worst part. So we got a new employee and I had to train her. I told her to take care of my patient because he was special to me. And I proceeded to tell her the tea since she now had all this info at her fingertips and she asked a lot of questions, which I answered. She proceeds to tell me that is my uncle. Trágame tierra. She said it was her mom's brother, so it was her uncle. I didn't know what to do at that point, but she was so understanding and said they always had a doubt he was gay and she had confirmed it, but that she would take the secret to the tomb. But one day the wife came to pick up her meds and saw the sobrina and left our pharmacy. They hold a special place in my heart, but damn, talk about a small world, and that is my confession. Pump the brakes, back the fuck up. Oh. 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 So you're telling me that the girl's aunt and uncle. That's a crime. Wow. Well, that sucks. That's unfortunate. But you know, what can you do? Let's not repeat that. We're gonna keep moving. We're gonna keep moving. Hey bestie, I have to confess that I was once a big hoe. Same. And I think I probably still am. Same. Sometimes I tell myself that I want to leave my relationship of 5 years to go outside. Same. Just kidding. Men who I have encountered always wanted a relationship, but I just wanted to be honest. Once we have done the deed and I realize that he wasn't that good, I dip and tend to leave them enculados. Good for you. Fuck these men. Literally. Hey, don't hate the player, hate the game. You feel me? So do what you gotta do. I gotta go back on that story. I didn't get it. Yeah, girl, we moving on like that. We are moving on. Not the HIPAA violation. Y'all ain't about to get me caught up. We're moving on. Bestie, I had more to add to that story. So when my mom and sister got home, oh wait, what is this? Oh, I guess it's in the other ones. There's too many. Y'all confessing. Y'all like confessing. I'm literally fucking scared. Oh, wait, let's go over here. Damn. All right. This is my very first boyfriend, so the sexual tension was high, and so one night my mom caught me showing my ussy on FaceTime. I was spread out in my closet. Mind you, my door didn't have a lock. Oh my god. Bestie. Why were you spread out like that in the closet? Oh my god. Moving on. Okay, that is why. What is going on? Closet and no lock, y'all want exactly, bestie. When I was 16, I was seeing my boyfriend in the house when my mom went to the store. I'm also ashamed to say that same bed is still at my mom's house in my old room. Oh, I had sex on my sister's bed for the first time, and then they got home afterwards. I literally go to see the profile. Embarrassing as fuck, but one time I was doing the gawk y él me daba asco, so I puked on it. Oh. I had a crush on my ex bro-in-law. Went to Mexico to see him. He got deported. I can't do this anymore. I can't do this anymore, y'all. Y'all are too much. I wanted to get new chile, so I made a chispa and saw my boyfriend. I was humbled. Cosas que me mantienen humilde. Cosas que me mantienen humilde. Girl. I went to the club with another guy and he paid for me, and I left with another guy. He was cuter and taller. I don't need this. I don't need any of this on my conscience. Or y'all doing this to me. Oh, so she... The bestie who did it on her sister's bed said that her sister and mom got home. They tried to sneak out through the window, and the mom still caught them, and she ended up just presenting him to her. And he was my first boyfriend, who later ended up being my fuck buddy for a good year. It be like that sometimes. Bestie said down bad, but wasn't ready. Hi, Bestie. I'm always catching you late. Blame the kids. Don't have kids. Mood, Allie. Yeah, I'm gonna need y'all to start unsending these bitches. Okay. I'm fucking stressed. Y'all are stressing me out. Confession. When I was about 11 years old, two of my girl cousins who are my age suggested we play a game. One cousin wanted to play like if she was a robber and she attacked me. Well, we played and she ended up on top of me. Tijereando. Hold on. Hold the fuck up. Hold on. I need a drink. She ended up on top of me tijereándome. She started making circular motions. I was confused at what was happening. Then, like nothing, she got off and we played a different game. Then, on a different day, I had gone over to my other girl cousin's house and we were playing with Barbies. I remember she had the blonde pretty Barbie and she gave me the African American Barbie. Then she said she wanted to try something. She laid on my back and she got on top of me. And again, me estaba... Bestie! I don't even think I should be saying this. I don't think that I should be saying this. Hold on, because you know what? Bestie got a little too into the details. It's giving, I don't know about this. Y'all, this is some long story short, she had her first organism at 11 years old. I was confused and didn't know what that was. Now I'm older and happily married with kids. My husband satisfies me in bed to the point that he makes me have an organism just by, he's been the only... This bestie don't give a fuck. This bestie don't give a fuck. He has made me escort. Out of all the 12 guys I've been with, yes, I was a hoe, but I have always had this little thing inside me wanting to do it with a woman, like the whole thing. You guys think that's normal? What kind of... Maybe her cousin was being... I mean... It sounds like she just knew a little bit too much at that age. I don't think it's weird to be bi-curious, you know what I mean? I feel like we have all been there. So I think it's pretty normal. It just depends if you want to act on it. You feel me? Yes, Bestie, I know what happened to me too. A little curious. You good, Bestie? Signing out. Yeah, it escalated very quickly. That's wild. I couldn't read the rest of it. It's too much. It's too much. It's just too much. A wee bit curious is okay, but man, oh man. Well, it didn't, honestly, I didn't go through anything like that, but the way I've had friends tell me shit that has happened to them when they were younger, where like, it's crazy. The way, because as a kid, I feel like you see it somewhere, and then you go and act on it, and it happens a lot. Like, it's crazy. Like, for an example, I didn't do anything, you know what I mean? But I was exposed to a lot of shit when I was younger. So I guess it just depends on, you know what I mean? Every child is different, and the mentality, and like, if you act on it, or you talk about it, or you draw it, or you show it, you know what I mean? So it's like, I was exposed to a lot of shit. Did I ever do anything like that? No. I was fucking, I mean, my cousin in Mexico tried some shit with me, a male cousin, but I was like, oh, hell nah. Oh, hell nah. You know, like, I knew it was not okay because we're cousins. But, yeah. Los Corazones took my childhood. Crazy, y'all. Crazy. All right. So here's one of my many Wildin' stories. When I was in high school, I had extremely strict parents that didn't let me do anything unless it was school related, so a bitch had to get creative at times. One of the many things I do was that I snuck out at night, but I swear sometimes I feel like my friends and I would take it too far. All my friends and I would take turns taking our parents' car, and when I tell you my parents would be sleeping and I would become a secret agent. I would disconnect the electric garage opener and open it manually, put the truck in neutral, push it out of the garage and all the way down to the block and start that bitch up so my parents wouldn't hear, and drive 2 hours away with my friends in the car to house parties in LA and get trashed and drive back and put everything back like I found it. La neta que pasaba. I look back now and cringe at the shit I would do. You're fucking lucky, bestie, that one, you didn't fuck up their car, and two, you didn't get caught. Because imagine they call you. You're 2 hours away, babe. See you in 2 hours. It's giving bye, see you fucking never. Hang up. Because how do you expect me to get back in 2 hours? How do you expect me to get back in 30 minutes? You're one of the lucky ones. I always got caught. So, what are you going to do? Or by watching two... Yeah, that was wild, y'all. Wild. That's crazy. Or you didn't get stopped. That's what I'm saying. That's wild. All right. Confession, bestie. When I was younger, I was in my whole phase, and I was in Mexico, and I was going out with this one guy, but started liking another, and me and this other guy started messing with each other. So I ended up pregnant, and since I wasn't dating the second guy, I had to say it was my boyfriend's. So there I am, pregnant, and everybody in the pueblo was like, si sale moreno es de este, y si sale güero es... Stop! You're lying. Not the pueblo making bets. It was embarrassing. The good thing was that I came back to the States, and lo and behold, I have my baby, y salió güerita la cabrona, and next thing you know, the second guy is calling me because he found out I was pregnant, y sacó cuentas, y he figured I had gave birth already. Anyways, I ended up marrying the second guy, but all the family from the boyfriend wanted to fight for my daughter, and my daughter looked like the second guy, who I married. A year goes by, and I found out the boyfriend is sterile, so I have no idea why he went along with the pregnancy. Anyways, his younger brother could hear us mientras hacíamos el delicioso, and it's been years, bestie. He has been after this ussy. FYI, I ended up divorcing him, and now I'm happily married again with my new love, and now we have a family, the sweetest little boy, and my daughter is now 11 years old. I am so scared for my daughter to find out por la gente chismosa del pueblo. Goddamn. I'm very happy that you found your happy, like you got your happy ending. I'm so sorry it took so much to get there. But she made it. Round of applause. She made it. She was going through some shit. She was going through some shit. She had the fucking pueblo talking about her. She was in a pinche chisme. And she said, fuck all that. I'm going to still marry the second guy. And it didn't work out. She said, fuck it. I'm going to get married again. She ain't a quitter. And I love that. And that's it. That's all. She said, I'm going to do what I got to do. Exactly. Respect. Round of applause. She didn't let these hating ass bitches get to her. She got what she wanted. Good for her. Congratulations. Bestie. She was against the odds. A win is a win. Exactly. Bestie, I got a water moment. Can I say it here or DM? Wherever you want, Bestie. Today draining me. That's all I'm gonna fucking say. Bestie, my brother set me up one time when we were little. He woke me up and told me he heard noises and thinks someone was in the backyard. And I go to my parents, so I run into my parents' room. They were in the middle of doing it. My mom me regañó. She started yelling at me, and when I get back to our room, my brother's laughing, asking what they said. So your brother knew that they were doing el delicioso and he set you up? That's some hoe ass shit. That's some diabolical shit right there. That's crazy. That's a serial killer. If I've ever, like, if there were ever red flags in serial killers, that's one of them. Because what the fuck? Why would you do that? Be careful, Bestie. That's wild. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. That's crazy. Confession. I'm down bad. My relationship is not perfect. My boyfriend is a narcissist and bipolar. He's accusing me of cheating because a guy sent me a DM on Instagram. I'm against cheating. No shade to other besties. You're so real for that. But I wouldn't hurt someone like that or waste my or their time. When I'm asleep, I've seen him checking my phone, but I have nothing to hide, so I don't say anything. He told me he wants something to do with me. I begged him not to leave me. I am in love with him above all things. I'm just hurt that he would think I'm cheating. The DM wasn't even anything bad. Insert opinion. My opinion is fuck him. And let me tell you something, Bessie. You're not going to want to hear this, but it needs to be fucking said. He's doing this because he's trying to gaslight you into thinking that the reason y'all aren't together, it's because it's your fault. That's what it is. So let him go. Let him go. And that's usually what it is too. When they accuse you of cheating and they're being super, super toxic, because they're up to some shit. They're up to some shit. And so he's trying to find any excuse to just break up with you. And at this point, let it, Bestie. Let it be. We might feel attacked. Let it be. And move on. I promise you, you might think right now that he's your whole world, but you're going to... These feelings, you'll get them from somebody else. I promise you. And 9 times out of 10, when you get out of a bad relationship like that with a narcissist, you end up finding the fucking love of your life. True or not true, besties? True or not true? You let go of all that toxic energy, and you end up finding a fucking nice man or woman, because love is love, to take care of you and to love you and to respect you and to give you... emotional support. So I think fuck it, you know what I mean? Let him go. I know it's easier said than done, but let him go. Let it go. When I was in high school, my then boyfriend, now hubby, would rush home from school to clap cheeks. And I would steal condoms from my parents' room every time. And one time my parents got into an argument. Stop. My parents got into an argument because they noticed some were missing and were accusing each other of cheating. And I was just sitting there like, knowing it was me taking them. But hey, at least we were being safe. Bestie, not you almost causing your parents' divorce. Do you have a brother? I would have blamed it on my brother. I'd be like, he's taking them. You just gonna sit there and let them fight? You could have been having fucking 2 vacations a year. Like, it could have got to that point where you were having to spend summers with your dad. All because you was, like... Wow. 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 Wow, 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 wow. Wow. My brother is gay. So? What they gotta do with anything? Hey, Jane. 2 months. What? Gay people gotta wrap it up too. That don't make no difference. Gay, your brother will be wrapping it up. The fuck? Right? We had horses, Bestie. It was the better for us. Good to know. Not Bestie. I can't. My wildest story when I was young is that My now husband lived clear across the US from me, so I wanted to go visit him. So me and my cousin came up with this big elaborate plan of a senior school ski trip to a town 6 hours away, which bordered with another state. And guess what? That city that we told them we were going, it doesn't even snow. We went all out to even go type out and print a permission slip they had to sign. They signed it, gave me money, not knowing I was getting my cheeks clapped. You bitches are crazy. You bitches are fucking crazy. How did that even work out? Obviously, you were meant to be with your husband because ain't no fucking way that bullshit of a lie worked out and they gave you money to go get your cheeks clapped. Like, that's fucking crazy to me. That's wild. The universe obviously was in your, like, everything was in your favor. There's no way. All right. Someone said these confessions really be screaming you haven't lived. Yeah, I haven't. Apparently, I haven't done anything in my life because y'all are crazy. Y'all are fucking wild. Like, what is going on? Bestie, I'm from South Texas, and when I was in high school in the 90s, I'm old, we would go to Mexico and buy Rofinol, aka roaches, or the date R drug, and we would give it to ourselves. But we were smart and at least always had one or two of us in our friend group that would stay sober so that we wouldn't actually get R'd. We were so dumb y muy monas going to Mexico with our parents or older siblings smuggling shit back. What the fuck? Bestie, what? Why? What? What? Why? Did you want the experience, but like not that, like half of it? What was the reason? The 90s were a lady though. I bet they were. Yeah, that one's mine. No, we did it. It was the best high ever. Stop it. I'm done with y'all. I'm done. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's going on anymore. I don't quote me on anything. I don't know what's happening. Never mind. I was a good kid. Yeah, I thought I did some shit. Never mind. Girl, I be telling you my deepest secrets. I would literally skip school to go mess around with this guy, and I would get dropped off at the end of the school day during 7th period, where I would sit behind his on and off girlfriend. I'm sorry, Bestie. LOL. Another story with that crazy ex-boyfriend who cut his forehead in front of me with a razor. Well, when we were in that toxic on and off phase, I had just finished having sex with my guy best friend's cousin, and my ex asked me where I was at, so I told him, and he pulled up with roses. Bestie, I felt so bad, but he was fucking other bitches too, so whatever. And no, he didn't know I was messing around with my best friend's cousin. Um, the amount of times that I almost got caught too is crazy. Like, it dude, and I get why people cheat. Like, I understand why people cheat. I not that I don't. I've been a cheater. I've been cheated on. And there's a certain high that comes with not getting caught. And I understand it. But, like, it's also really fucking terrifying. Because I feel like a homeschool jungle freak compared to these stories. um, Dang, I'm an angel compared to y'all. Y'all got, I'm a precious guy rocketing it. No, because like the nerves of doing shit like that. Like, there were so many times I almost got caught by my parents, getting caught by my side pieces. Like, it's a lot. It for sure is a lot. So I'm glad you made it out of that and like you weren't caught. Cause damn. Young and Wild Confessions. I told my high school boyfriend I was a virgin, but I, in fact, was definitely not a virgin. But since he was, I thought the right thing to do was lie. After a couple of months of dating and the first time getting alone, we had SEX in my old brother's car. It was parked right in front of my house. His was blowing up his phone while we were having SEX. At the end of the school year, he moved out to state to live with his brother, but he would come every so often to visit his mom, who still lived here. About 6 years ago, he came to visit. I was single at the time, and we had been talking, and we hooked up again. We talked about the past, and he asked again if I was a virgin, and of course, I had to keep the lie going, so I said yes. Long story short, I found out he was having a baby with his ex, so I broke up with him, and shortly after, I met my husband. Wait, you kept up that lie for years? Be fucking for real, bestie. I need you to be fucking for real with me just for a quick second. Like, let reality hit in and set in. You're telling me you lied to this man for so many fucking years that you were still a V? He's dumb. He's literally stupid. Sorry, not sorry. He's fucking dumb. You can't go. I'm triggered. I'm triggered at that. Because be fucking for real for a second. There's no way. There's no literal fucking way that he... Anyways, we're gonna move on. I was triggered. Wildin Out story. But why was it relevant years later? That's what I'm saying. What a fucking weirdo. She was committed. That's also true. That's also true. She committed to her role. We'll give her that. A friend and I went to OK Corral in Austin one Saturday. Oh, bestie, stop it. She met this random guy and wanted to hook up. Of course, he had a friend. He was cute or whatever. We ended up going to their apartment. Tell me why this place was full of guys. I was scared, girl, but my friend was terica that she wanted to get some. I had to make a choice, so I started acting like I liked the friend so he could keep me safe. This is the realest shit I've ever fucking heard in my life. You're real as fuck for that, bestie. Listen to this shit. We ended up going to their apartment full of guys. I was scared, but my friend was terica that she wanted to get her cheeks clapped. I had to make a choice, so I started acting like I liked the friend so he could keep me safe. I gave the guy a fake name of Jessica. We went to the room and it sounded like she got it in, but the guy I was with was cool and he didn't ask me to do anything. Gave him my work number. He called me at work the next week and I was like, we don't have a Jessica who works here. Straight literally survival mode. You're real as fuck for that. And you know what, Bestie? You should have given him a chance because he sounds like a really stand-up guy. He protected you, babe. And I don't know, call me a whore for a knight in shining armor, because I am. But any type of guy, I have this, what is it called? Somebody diagnose me right now before we get into the next question. Diagnose me right now, okay? I need it. Such things turn me on. Such things, and I'm gonna say these things right now. This has happened in my lifetime, right? It might not be big deals to y'all, but I'm gonna tell you, for me, it's big D energy, okay? I have gone out with guys, right? And like when I was younger, and the things that they did, I'm a whore for the knight in shining armor. And I'm gonna tell you why. If we're walking somewhere and they don't even have to touch me, bitch, but they put their hand like to try and like protect me from somebody bumping into me or to move out the way, and they like, thank you. You care about me. You love me. I want to have your babies. That's me. Diagnose that. Okay. Not only that, if we're walking in any type of thing and there's like something on the floor, whatever, they're like, hey, watch out. Thank you. You love me. You would die for me at this point. You would die for me. Like you're literally watching the ground that I'm walking on, and you don't want me to trip. You don't want me to slip. You love me. You know what I mean? Or if there's some things in the air and if a fucking guy puts his umbrella over me, bitch, you love me. You would die for me. What is that called? what is it, but I love it. Yeah, same thing. When me and Jacobo have gone to like the bailes or whatever, and he walks in front of me and I'm walking behind him. You know what I mean? And he's walking because he's like he's walking in front of me in case anybody's getting out of hand. He's protecting me from behind type of shit. You know what I mean? He would die for me. That's what I'm getting out of that. I don't know how to make you understand this, but that's how I am in anything. So somebody diagnose me and I'll take it. I don't care what it is, but explain to me why I love that shit. I like daddy issues. You want to? Oh, well, I knew that. I knew that. Is it savior comp? Do I have a victim mentality when it comes to men? Like, that honk was a yes. Oh. Well, what can you do? What can you do? What can you do? Same here, but I don't know how to explain it. And no, because like it always Jacobo just does it for me all the fucking time. We're going to Mexico. He'll be like, be over here, or he'll be like, work, like, hold on, let me go see if it's safe. Like, let me give you the gog right now, because obviously you care about me. When we're walking in the fucking rancho, he's like, be careful, because there's a hole right there. I don't want you to fall. You want me so bad, because like you're like it doesn't make sense to me. I don't know how to I can't explain it. I can't explain it. Is it savior complex? Okay, then that's what it is. We're going to go with that. I'd rather just go with that. It is what it is. Somebody save me. That was my confession. Don't know if this is a Wildin Out, but here goes. I was married to a Marine. Ooh. Yeah, let me bust it open real quick. You feel me? I was married to a Marine and he deployed to Iraq, Afghanistan 5 times. I would go back and forth living on base and with my mom when he would deploy. Eventually, he started to act up and talking to other girls while he was overseas. He wouldn't call me, but would call other girls. What a bitch. I met a guy in the army and started hooking up with him. As you should. As you should. Then he also went on deployment while my husband came back from deployment. He would send gifts, so that was nice. LOL, I broke it off with him. Then hubby went on another deployment, and I met a guy and started dating him because my hubby said he was done with me. Things got bad with my mom, so when hubby came back from deployment, I had to move back on base with my husband while I had my boyfriend. Then I got pregnant by my boyfriend while living with my husband. I was packing my bags to go live with my boyfriend, but the day I told him I was pregnant, he died. My husband had to drive me home for my boyfriend's funeral and drive back to work the next day. My husband wanted to get back together when my boyfriend died. I said no, had him testify in my boyfriend's wrongful death lawsuit for my unborn baby's trust fund, divorced him, put him on child support, married someone new, and moved away. My life is peaceful now. Left him and his one testicle in the dust. That's what he gets for cheating on me, for talking to other girls while on deployment while I was worried about him possibly being blown up. Hold on. We're going to read that again. Because we're going to read it again. Okay? All right. So she ends up with the boyfriend, still living with her husband, gets pregnant by her boyfriend, and her boyfriend dies. And then her husband wanted to get back with her. She said no, had him testify in her boyfriend's wrongful death lawsuit for her unborn baby's trust fund, divorced him, then put him on child support, married someone new, and moved away. I think the child support is because on a technicality, since she was still married to him when she was pregnant, it falls under that being his baby, right? I don't understand. Maybe either. Bestie's typing. Bestie with the one testy. Ariana, get out. We're trying to, Ariana, we're literally trying to be serious for a second, babe. I know y'all are unserious, and I understand that. It's not the time. It wasn't the time. It's too soon. The child support was for our first kid together. The testify was my second baby, was not his, but the, oh, okay. Oh, for their first child together. Sorry. The first child together. Okay, that part was left out. I get it now. For the trust fund. Okay. Okay. Speaking of drunk friends, Bestie, my story time is there was this one time, the only time I didn't go to a girls' night with my friends. Two of my really close friends went out to the bars that night, and I stayed back since I was going to take a trip the next morning. I get a call at like 5 a.m. from one friend asking if I had seen the other friend because she couldn't find her. She left with some guy and left the other friend alone just so she could get some D. Turns out someone found my friend in a parking lot with her clothes ripped laying there. We never found out what actually happened to her that night because she was so messed up. Oh no, Bestie. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that happened to her. That sucks. Julia's moms are talking. Ariana, I can't. Between Ariana and Connie, like, y'all be wildin'. Me and my baby daddy got caught having sex in the car at a mall parking garage by a mall cop. We were 17. We did not get in trouble. Me and my baby daddy at the time, he was just a boyfriend and we did not have kids. Got caught having sex in, okay. We're just like, we weren't doing anything in the mall. Cop said that if we were doing what he thought we were doing, that we could go to jail and have to register as sex offenders. Thank God he let us go. Well, you live and you learn. You live and you learn, you feel me? I went on a school trip and cheated on my boyfriend the whole time. And meanwhile, he was back at home with my family the whole week having dinners. And when I got back home, he was waiting for me with flowers. And the whole ride back, I was sitting in the bus with the guy I was sleeping with the whole week. Some of y'all are just... It's fine. It's fine. It is what it is. It happened already. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Nothing. After hearing the Bestie's confession earlier, it reminded me of what happened to me when I was 5. I used to get babysat by my mom's friend. She had 2 daughters. One time, one of their cousins from Mexico, she was older than us, came to visit. They laid me down and all 3 of them started grinding on me. I was freaking confused, but knew it was wrong. Another side confession again. I was still 5. My neighbor was 12. She was my cousin. She was sneaking in her boyfriend when her mom would be at work, but she would have me over to look out for them in case my tia got home. Tell me why I would be in the same room with them while they're doing stuff, and they had corn on in the back, and I was just there. She ended up getting pregnant at 13 and now has 6 kids. I'm telling you, besties. That's crazy. I'm sorry you had to go through that. But it's like, when shit like that happens, it's almost, I mean, it's always the adult's fucking fault. You know what I mean? It's like, especially nowadays, honestly, with TikTok and shit like that, with social media, it's like, I feel like kids are exposed to way more shit now, you know what I mean, than what it was back in the day. Because now it's just the internet. But I'm sorry, bestie. I'm sorry to the besties that have gone through that, because that shit's crazy. Not the 6 kids. My confession. This live is leaving me speechless. For sure. City girls down bad. Unsupervised kids, no bueno. Yeah, basically. One time I had stayed the night at this guy's house. He lived in an apartment complex that had a laundromat in the building. Well, he had to go to work, and I obviously couldn't stay at his house, so I had to leave, but he didn't have a ride yet. So I waited in the laundromat, chilling in there, but suddenly I had to go shit so bad and had nowhere to go. It was diarrhea, too, so I ended up shitting in my pants, underwear in the laundry room. Luckily, I had to spend the night back, so I changed, and I threw my shitty underwear in the trash in the laundromat. Later that day, after I had left, he texted me and asked if I shit in the laundry room. I don't know how he knew, but I told him no, laughing my ass off. To this day, no one knows who put the shitty underwear in the trash. He probably knew because he's seen your underwear, bestie. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow. That... What is happening? I just know this one's going to be crazy. At least she was in a laundry room. That's what I'm saying. Hey, Crucita. Congratulations on 2 months, bestie. So when I was about 16, I was at the mall with my best friend. We had met up with one of her friends that was supposed to sell us weed. We were super new to all that, so we were naive. Later that night, we ended up smoking something, and I know it was not weed, bestie. I don't remember anything after that. IDK, what happened? But point is, I woke up the next afternoon in my room. Another one. I had 4 boyfriends at one point. E, M, J, and J-A. Okay. Okay. We're for shits and gigs. These confessions should, yeah, this is way too much for a Thursday. I'm gonna tell y'all that much. This is a lot for a Thursday night. This should have been some Saturday shit. Well, not even. E was my main piece. 2 of them were only online, so it doesn't really count. LOL. Tell me why I confused J and JA messages and ended up getting caught up and only left with E and M. I was in love with M, but he broke up with me for some bitch from his church, so I unfortunately stayed with E. I ended up leaving him for my baby daddy a year later. LOL. No valió verga. And I lost my virginity to E while my mom was asleep in the same room. Oh, and I left E because I found out he wanted me for papers. Little did he know I don't even have any. I don't even care about the paper part. To me, doesn't mean shit. I want to know how you got your cheese clapped while your mom was in the room. Is she a heavy ass sleeper? Because that's fucking crazy. What is happening right now? Some of y'all got no damn shame. At this point, let me shut the fuck up. We're moving on. Hi, girl. I need advice. So my husband's ex-wife has it out for me. Any chance she gets, she comes for me. We just don't get along. So my daughter-in-law and her don't get along either. And she is really close to me. Well, she has been dating this guy that my stepkids told me and is really secretive about him. She always goes out partying and goes on Facebook Lives but never shows the boyfriend. My daughter-in-law and I have been trying to figure out who he is for the past year because they are always off and on, and the way she comes for me, she acts like she doesn't get any. LOL. To make a long story short, I found her boyfriend's Facebook page and found out he is married with 5 kids in Mexico. Now, my question is, should I be messy and message the wife? Yes. A la verga. Bestie. That's why, and she knows about it. And she knows about it because she's hiding him. Otherwise, she would have posted him a long time ago. Hell yeah, message. Matter of fact, message the wife in Mexico too. Let her know what her husband's doing. Message the wife in Mexico first, make her your friend, and then message the ex-wife. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. They want to be messy. They want to go low. We go to hell. Don't actually. I don't want anybody messaging me saying that I started shit. Please don't include me in this. But I would message the wife in Mexico first. Confession. I would sneak out of my house to my boyfriend, now husband house, and that's how I got pregnant at 16 with my first kid. Mind you, my mom gave me the idea to sneak out because she told me herself, if I had a window like this, I would sneak out, and so I did. We would literally go to school with no sleep. Hey, it worked out though. It worked out. Damn. That's crazy. She said respectfully. All right. Me and some guy I was messing with got a little buzz, ended up clapping cheeks in my new car while we were parked on the street. My car was new, so I hadn't tinted my windows, Bestie. When we finished, there was a group of men near my car watching us. It was the weekend, so there was parties all around. I thought where I parked was dark enough. Bestie. Well, you seem to be not that traumatized by it. So, yeah. Uh, you put on. I hope you put on a good show. That's what matters at the end of the day. I hope you put on a good show. My mom put a door in my room, but it was like the reverse psychology because I was scared to sneak out thinking it was a trick. All right. Hi, Bessie. This is not a Wildin story, more like seeking advice. I think I am falling out of love with my husband of 15 years. As of lately, my husband has been corriéndome from what I thought was our house. Now, well, I don't have any money since I have always dedicated my time with him to being a stay-at-home mom, and I also don't have any family support. He has stated saying I don't do anything for him, only give him sex in the past, and to this day I have told him to let me work so I could help him, but he refuses. I am not a materialistic person, but if I have to buy something for myself, he starts with you don't need it or are you okay? You should be okay with what you have. I feel so hurt about what he has said to me, but I don't want to go with my family since they are also toxic. I also don't think I should leave because we built what we have together, and if I ever fixed him papers, he would never have what he has now. Home, multiple cars, and a good paying job. I also can't work because I have a baby that's months old and 3 other kids to take care of. Please, besties, give me some advice. Okay. That's really hard, bestie. What I would do, so you say your family is toxic, so you can't really go with them. No, it is financial abuse. That's exactly what I was getting at. I I don't know if there's a way to take him to court, get child support, and take half. That's also an option. Take him for 50-50. If he's kicking you out already, the odds are in your favor. It's never too late to start over. Mejor 15 años que the rest of your life. Struggle now and become a better person. That's also true. Is there like literally nobody who can help you out? You know what I mean? Um, the only thing I could suggest also is getting like a little side job without him knowing for right now, like a state like a at home job. I know that you probably don't have like experience, but definitely, or if you have access to the bank accounts, get what you can and stay somewhere else. I don't know about I don't know what state you're in or what you know what I mean, but there's a lot of assistance too. Like if you so this is what so I'm gonna tell you this is how my mom did it when she wanted to leave my dad. She got on these government assistance apartments. She put her name on the list and they got her one. I think it was like only $100 for rent a month. So there are government assistant like apartments and places like that. Definitely, you know what I mean? Look into it and maybe put yourself on a list, you know what I mean? So that way you can get out and then start working and get on your feet. Also, I would definitely put him on child support. And also start documenting anything that you can, you know what I mean, when it comes to the financial abuse, to any type of abuse. Document it. And I don't know if there's a way where you can stay with the house, like to keep it. I don't know how that works, but if any besties have any recommendations, please leave it in the comments so that we can help the bestie out as to moving forward with this. And honestly, it's gonna suck, but if you've toughed it out for 15 years, you might have to tough it out just a little longer, bestie, to get your shit together, you know what I mean, so you can leave. Here in SoCal, those lists are years long. Yeah, I don't know what state you're in, bestie, but definitely see where you can, you know what I mean, get some help and and try to get some, like, there's a lot of resources out there. Cash back at source and start saving. Yeah, like little by little, start taking cash out, start putting stuff on the side. If you have anything that's valuable, maybe save it to try and sell it. You know what I mean? Or like Facebook Market. You know what I mean? Start selling a little bit of stuff that you can, um, and just start out there. It sucks, and it's not gonna be easy, and it might be hard in the beginning, and like you might struggle a little bit, but you know what I mean? It doesn't hurt to reach out and see what options that you have. And honestly, you're probably gonna struggle for a little bit, but it's gonna be worth it because you're gonna be free. You're not gonna fucking have to deal with him, and you know, it'll get easier. And I feel like that's why a lot of women don't leave, because it is so hard to leave sometimes. But definitely, there's resources out there. I honestly, because like you don't have any work experience, you haven't worked, you know what I mean? He's always paid, you know what I mean? Paid the bills and done everything like that. So I honestly would try to go get some government assistance first, you know what I mean? Just to get an apartment. Try again, I don't know what state you're in Texas. Look at the government assistance, especially since you're a mom. Yeah. And you're gonna be a single mom, you know what I mean? And he makes good money. Oh, also too, proof of income. Make sure that if you have anything that says how much he makes, make sure you have the proof, because they do try to backpedal when it comes to child support. Make sure you have the proof of the financial abuse, any type of that. Document everything, how much he makes, so that when y'all go to court, he can't backpedal and be like, I don't make enough to pay all this. No, yes you do. Yes, you do. Ask for as much as you can get. And honestly, if you got to make a deal and be like, I'll cut back a little bit of child support, let me have the house, do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. But I hope that everything works out for you, bestie. It's rough out here. Let us know. Honestly, people do GoFundMes for the dumbest shit. If you make a GoFundMe, let us know. Government says they give you money for a hotel. Save his pay stubs. Yeah. Just everything that you have document-wise, keep it. Keep it and stash it away. But like push comes to shove, make a GoFundMe. Who cares? People have done it for the dumbest shit. Okay, so if you need to make a GoFundMe so that you can be in a better living situation for you and your kids, fuck it. Do what you gotta do. Let us know. Let us know. We'll share it. See how we can help, and we'll do what we gotta do. Yeah, if you're ready to leave, make a GoFundMe. We got you. We'll figure it out. We'll share that hoe. I'll post it everywhere. All right, but any besties that want to share a little prayer for her and send her good vibes, because I know that shit sucks and it's rough. So I'll be praying for you, bestie, that you're able to get out of that situation, because who wants to deal with people like that? Make copies of your tax returns. And come back to this live and look at the comments, because there's a lot of advice. I dated a man that was obsessed with doing the delicioso, and he always wanted to do it anywhere and everywhere. He even gave me roadhead while I would be driving. Unfortunately, his bitch ass cheated on me. Roadhead is wild. I just want to put that out there. That's wild. That's dangerous. And how? How? What kind of car are you driving, babe? Take pics and email them to yourself. That's also really smart. And Bestie, make friends. I know it's hard when you're in situations like that, but make as many friends as you can, because you need somebody to confide in, somebody that you actually trust, and have them hold some of your stuff and have them share, send them stuff too, that if you ever needed it, like any evidence or anything like that against him, they can help you with it. All right, last confession. I'm hopping off this bitch. I've been on here way too long. The confessions were confessing, and say my DM later, girl. Give it a minute. LOL. Huh? I already did yours, bestie. Not you coming in late. I'm dead. But it's the last one. This is the last one. And I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here because too much. This is a wild one for sure. This is one for the books. And it's crazy. It's crazy. Bestie, I've been cleaning, listening. LOL. All right. When I was 15, I would talk to older men. One night, we were sex calling and having phone sex, right? And where we lived, there was a basement where my uncle was living at the time. The next morning, my uncle told my mom he heard moaning last night. He thought it was our neighbor's wife because the houses were so close together. Little did he know it was me sex talking like that. They never suspected it was me the whole time. So embarrassing. Never did it again, afraid I would get caught. By the way, my mom was in the room dead asleep the whole time, never found out or got caught. We shared a room. It was 1 bedroom small house. Well, going on the record, this one was wild. Getting waxed while listening, as you should. Goddamn. I can't keep defending y'all. I don't know how to anymore. You know what I mean? Um, what was this one? I sent one. Okay. Not the bio dad. Her donor has 4. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. I was a whore and got pregnant at 14. My husband has been there since birth, even though he's not the bio dad. Her donor has 4+ kids and has never checked on her. Fuck him and his whole fam. Period. Period. Damn. That's too much. It's too much, besties. This is crazy. This is wild. Damn. My head hurts. My head hurts right now. You will be hearing from my lawyers. Or lawyer. I will get compensation for the emotional trauma and physical trauma that these confessions have put on me. Like this is taking a toll on me. I do need a spa day. This is just too much. Yeah. I didn't think it was gonna get like this. I didn't think we were gonna get this deep in. But thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Thanks to the besties who have confessed their sins, who have told us their wild stories from when they were younger. We appreciate it, and we love you all. And God bless you. I will say this: I have been on Bruja TikTok, and I have been looking at a bunch of stuff. I want to do another scary story one. You feel me? And I do want to do another trauma bonding. I feel like the trauma bonding one we did a while ago was really good. We got a lot out. I feel like we need a trauma bonding live soon. Yeah, it was nice. I like it. I liked it. Even though I'm traumatized, it was good. It was decent. So yeah. I'm gonna cleanse the live. Just a little, feel me? My friend donated plasma and saved up until she was ready to leave. Oh, not a bad idea. Not a bad idea for the bestie. You know, next live, Julie in her priest outfit. Well, but exactly, that's what it's giving. But yeah, let me cleanse it. Que Dios me los bendiga hoy, mañana y siempre por los siglos de los siglos. Amen. Do better. That's all I'm gonna say. I know some of this is from when y'all were younger. Some of these are confessions that maybe were a year or two ago. I understand that. We gotta do better. Collectively, as a group, we need to do better. And I'm rooting for us. You know what I mean? I'm rooting for us. And we're gonna do better. We're gonna get out of this toxic cycle that is us being crazy. We're gonna do better. And I believe in us. And that's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. I need a shot. Yeah, we're gonna get our shit together. Thanks for being here. I love you guys. I will see you next time. Y'all have an amazing weekend. May or may not go live this weekend on YouTube. Don't know yet. Depends how hungover I am. Depends on how litty I get. Because I do have a girls' night this weekend. So we'll see. Yeah, we're going to regroup. We're going to regroup. We can do better. Yeah. Don't forget the link in my description to join Las Besties if you guys want to. We have some lives up there. We have a whole playlist, okay, of old lives from Las Besties if you want to join. And yeah. Yeah, remember, no glove, no love. And don't be getting trashy fucking drunk. We don't need that. We don't want that. We are live during girls' night. I don't know. We'll see. Bye, Bessie. Have fun with your friends. Yeah, we're going out, I think, Saturday night. So it depends on how hungover I am. I'll do a live on Sunday. Just depends. We'll see. I'm hitting the J after this, as you should. All right, Besties. Bye. I love you guys. Have an amazing weekend. And I'll see you guys soon. Yeah, don't be getting pregnant by these bums. Actually, don't be with broke men in general. Bye, Besties. Love you guys.